Hello everyone. So those who are aiming for IAS 2021 prelim, they know that now the time has come for the reverse count. And at Raj IAS we have made a new plan so that we can help you make a strategy whereby you can revise the things not once or twice or thrice or four times but five times. And I hope you understand that five revisions within next 120 days is the key to success. Now, how you will do it, how you will maintain that balance that you are doing your GS, you are doing your current affairs, you are doing your practice questions, you are reading your newspapers, and at the same time, you are creating a balance between pre and mains, right? What sources are to be read, how to evaluate yourself. We have made a very detailed plan which will suit one and all. And I ensure you, if someone follows this, then the result is there for sure, right? So let me explain few of the basic things on the plan first, and then I will show you the details of it. So the plan is from 25th of Feb we will start our journey. This gives us 121 days of plan to crack prelim 2021. So we first start with GS. Every day we will give 4 hours to GS. We will start with modern India and give 9 days to modern India, giving 4 hours every day, making it 36 hours, right? 36 hours to modern India. The sources will be NCERT of class 8 and 12, new NCERT, and Rajiv Heer. Obviously, these two books, if read meticulously, you can be sure that you are getting almost as many questions as are required to qualify your pre. But if some questions come which you are not able to crack, make sure and be assured that those are not known to many other students. So don't create panic for one or two questions. By doing these two sources, you will be very comfortably placed. But remember, now in 9 days, only those can read all these sources if they have already completed their syllabus. If you are starting afresh, then I am afraid this is not a plan for you. This is a plan for those who have already completed their syllabus, right? So once you are done with modern India, now we will do AMC again in 9 days, 4 hours every day, making it 36 hours, right? Now we have done AMC, the sources will remain NCERTs of class 6, 7 and 12, new NCERTs, and then you can add +1 fine arts. And if you have that energy, yes, you must read Nitin Singhania, right? Though Nitin Singhania is like a book that can be one which has some diminishing returns, but yes, it can give you some low hanging fruits too, so you can read it. Now that you have done modern India, we will have one test on the 9th day. For AMC, we will have one test on the 9th day itself. Then we move on to economics, right? Economics includes your budget, your economic survey, all the reports that are there, international reports and other things. So let's respect this and give 12 days to it, 4 hours every day, making it 48 hours. And then on the 12th day itself, we will have one test. After this, we will go for polity. Now polity we will give 10 days, that makes it 40 hours, which is more than sufficient. But along with Lakshmikant, we will read 11th and 12th class NCERTs, and these are very important for the conceptual questions like Marxism, Gandhism, liberalism, socialism. These books are very important. We just cannot afford to ignore them. Now that we are done with polity in 40 hours, 10 days, on the 10th day itself, we will have a test of polity. So we have done modern India, AMC, economy, polity. Now we will go for geography and environment, and we will give 15 days. Let's say 10 days to your geography and 5 days to environment. And the sources will be obviously, yes, NCERTs and that Shankar IAS environment book, which you have to read along with some newspaper cuttings and other things that are related to environment. Fine. On the 15th day itself, we will have one more test of geography and environment. Now, another very important thing is your science and technology. Knowing that in science and technology, the basic science from NCERTs is not very heavy these days, but technology part from the current is very important. We give 8 days, 4 hours each, making 32 hours. And on the 8th day, we will sit for a test on science and technology, and all these are your MCQ test. Now that we are done with all this, one very important component that is left, it is places and summits or conferences or places, summits and conferences, or reports. These can be related to environment, these can be related to economies, these can be related to anything. So for all this, we will prepare our current affairs. Along with preparing current affairs for the places in news, we will prepare our map based questions as well, right? For this, let's give 8 or 9 days of 4 hours each, making another 32 to 36 hours, right? Now that you have done this, let's have one more test for this. So you give one test on modern India, second on AMC, third on economy, fourth test for polity, fifth test for geography and environment, seventh test for science and technology, and 8 test on places, maps, news like things. So 8 tests have been done in these about 72-73 days. Now what you have accomplished in these 72-73 days by giving 4 hours every day to your GS, you have completed the entire syllabus and have given test as well. Now what you have done in 70 days, you have prepared your notes, you have revised them. Now we will start our second revision. This second revision will be 30 days plan, and within these 30 days we will sit for 2 more tests, right? A test each of complete syllabus. So you give 2 more tests at a gap of 15 days each here. Then your third revision after this. Now I hope you understand, you have highlighted everything that is important, you have made very crisp notes, and you can now revise them all the more fast. Go for another 10 days of your third revision, followed by 1 more test, a very comprehensive test including all current affairs and everything. Now we will have our fourth reading, you can call it revision or reading. It is in 6 days that you have to revise and give 1 more test. And then comes your fifth and the final reading. This is your 3 days plan. Anything that you find difficult, anything that you find you are missing while sitting for your test, complete it once again and sit for your last test. This will be on Friday or Saturday, and on Sunday you have your pre. So this is a plan which involves 4 hours for GS, and within next 121 days you will revise the entire syllabus 5 times along with current affairs and multiple tests. Now after giving 4 hours every day to your GS, 4 hours for GS, now we have to talk about current affairs. So in current affairs, what we propose, 1 hour every day to 2020. When you give 1 hour to 2020, we will provide you 300 pages nutshell of 2020. Read 3-4 pages every day, and in about 100 days you will complete it. So giving 1 hour, reading 3-4 pages, completing it in 300 days, solving some of the questions, riddles on current affairs. Then give half an hour to the previous month of 2021. Previous month of 2021 you will give half an hour, and we will provide you 40-50 pages monthly summary of January 2021, Feb, March, April, May, and 3 weeks of June as well. Then 1.5 hour we propose for your current updations from the day we start this, right? From 25th of Feb you will be reading your newspaper, magazine, whatever you are reading. So we propose 1.5 hour for this as well. And every day we will provide you daily summary of Express, Hindu, Business Standard. We will provide you summary of Yojana, PIB, Down to Earth, and Kurukshetra. All this will not be more than 15 to 20 pages every day, which we will prepare for you in a very holistic and a very simple manner, so that you need not worry about the current affairs. Now you are giving 3 hours to your current affair, so you are studying for 7 hours, right? From 25th of Feb to about 31st of March, I propose that you must give 2 hours to your mains. You can divide the time, like 1 week you can study your optional, the other week you can focus on one of the components of your GS, or you can even try your essay. But from 1st of April we will give time, this 2 hours to CSAT, right? And we have to respect CSAT. Many students who are very good in their GS and they believe that they are reasonably good in CSAT, at times we have found that they fail to crack the CSAT exam, and the entire effort that they have made for GS goes in the drain. So we propose you must give due respect to CSAT as well. From 1st April, we will give 2 hours to our CSAT. So now adding 2 hours, you are studying 9 hours a day, right? This is a plan that you execute up to 31st of March. Now, from 31st of March onward, what more we propose you? From 1st of April to 30 April, the first month, this month of April, what we propose? Every week, give 2 tests of GS separately, 2 tests of GS and 1 test of CSAT, right? Give this test every week. So 2 hours you increase every alternate day, 3 days a week you increase 2 hours. So we add 1 hour here because it is alternate day. So it is average 10 hours every day. Now from 1st of May onward, I propose you must solve 1 test of GS 5 days a week and 1 test of CSAT on 2 days of your weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So adding this 2 hours or 1 hour to this, you are studying for almost 11 to 12 hours a day, and I hope you understand this is the bare minimum that is required. Now, making it all the more simple for all of us, we have 24 hours in a day. I recommend we must sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours, right, to keep that body mind balance and harmony. Let's sleep for this much of the time. We study for 12 hours, right? That means 20 hours of the day are gone. Now we have 1 hour for our eatings and tea or coffee or things like this, 1 hour for bathing and texting and chatting. So 2 hours are gone. We are still left with 2 hours in our day. Here I very strongly propose and recommend at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes of meditation. At least 30-45 minutes of meditation to keep yourself relaxed, calm and composed. And this is very important because this much of study, this much of stress will take its toll on your mental health. So meditation is very important. Now, after doing all this, you are still left with 1.5 hour type of the time every day. This is the most judicious of the time that has to be used in most judicious manner. If someday you feel tired, exhausted, please increase your sleeping hours. If someday you feel that you are lagging in your current affair, you can devote it there. If someday you feel that in morning when you sat for the test, you were not in the best of the best spirit, sit for a test in the evening again. So this 1.5 hour is going to be a game changer for all the sincere students who are genuinely aiming for the best result in this attempt, right? So to make it all the more easily understandable, we have prepared a detailed plan, like from what date to what date you have to read what, how many hours to devote to what. This plan is going to be attached in this video. You can get it, you can download it and follow this plan, right? It will show that how the 5 revisions are to be done. Now last thing, this plan we have shared with you. There is no fees, you can follow it yourself. There is nothing that we demand from your side. Now in case you need any help from our side, this need-based program is basically a mentorship program, a personal mentorship program, where what we propose to do for our students. Let's say if someone joins the course, this course, right? What kind of course it is, let me explain in 2 minutes. If you join it, you start from 25th of Feb. You will start getting SMS from our side that today you start your Modern India and 8 days are left, 7 days are left, 6 days are left, and today you have your test. And then we send you current affairs and ask you whether you completed it or not, or whether you are sticking to your timetable or not, and then you give the test and we bring forth your test result in comparison to all other students. We already have in-house students more than 2000. So it will be like a comparative analysis that where you stand after 1 week of your journey that you have made, right? For this mentorship, that every day you get a reminder message, we keep you motivated, we keep you moving towards your aim and providing you current affair notes and test series. And then in case you have any other query, you have any panic attack, you have anything that disturbs you, then we are standing with you to hold your hand. And all this is like, it's not a course that is like for 20,000 or 30,000 or 50,000. No, the course is for 5,000 rupees. Right, it is only for 5,000 rupees, in which we provide you all the motivation, we keep you guided, we keep you focused, we provide you current affairs, we provide you all the tests. There are no notes. The sources we have told, you have to read only those sources. These are the standard sources that everyone is reading. Fine. And those who enroll for it, up to 20th of Feb, they will get 20% off on it. For them, this course is for 4,000 rupees. So in case now you have any query, you can send WhatsApp message to me on 98147 11661. The only thing you need to do is, in case you want to ask anything, please send me messages. No calls please, because I have other things to do, other classes to teach, other courses to handle, and notes to be made. So only and only WhatsApp messages or SMS, no calling please. Thank you, best of luck. Together we can and we will do it. God bless you.